What's happening? What's up, my people? So, this is another episode of Fear the Walking Dead. This is Season 6, Episode 3. And this should be a short one. There isn't a lot that happened in this episode. And I would say this isn't one of the better episodes or something. But they probably have the best Fear the Walking Dead moment on here. But let's get into the whole episode, man. It starts off and we with Morgan, and he's with this young lady. Her husband has died. She's trying to raise this baby, and so he's talking to her and stuff. And he just bringing her supplies and talking about like how his family and when his wife was nursing and everything. But he still doesn't. He's still not too comfortable with him. Like he doesn't want to hold the baby and stuff. Like he still kind of want to distance himself to a certain extent. But he plans to help the group and everything, but he fears that they might not recognize the person that he has become because he's changed so many times. And this new iteration of him is very different, and he hopes that it's still something that the group would recognize and be proud of or whatever. But something that he does do, he changes his weapon. He has that axe, but it's his homeboy's weapon. So what he does, he takes the blade and he incorporates it with his old weapon. He makes him a new bow, staff. I guess he makes it lighter, more aerodynamic. Puts his axe on there. And then that's all of Morgan that we see. In not necessarily Fear the Walking Dead, but in Walking Dead fashion. The thing I liked more about Fear the Walking Dead that maybe gravitate to it over the past few years is because on these episodes, you get the whole cast. And that's what I liked about Fear the Walking Dead. And by Walking Dead, it seemed like derivative and stuff. They start going to a certain format where it would be like everybody in the episode, then next episode is one person. They scatter. Next episode is one person, but it's in the same time frame. Then it's one person or two people, same time frame. Then they might have a group episode. Then they scatter it along for them to delay the season, elongate the season. And I hate to say that Fear the Walking Dead this season is kind of doing that format because it's going like two people at a time. The first episode, I didn't really complain because it was a Morgan episode. Like, anytime I can see Morgan on Fear the Walking Dead, like, that's why I'm kind of favor this show now. It's because Morgan is there and Rick is going off Walking Dead. But anyways, so this basically is Al and Dwight episode. So Al and Dwight, their job with Ginny is they kind of go investigate places and stuff. They film just to see what's going on in different areas. So they get to this house and you see they play a game and they clear people and they look for it's like a game you play on the highway and you look at license plates and you see where people from. But they check people wallets and stuff and see their licenses and see where they're from. And they like, we're trying to find Alaska. And so they find people from all kind of different places and whatnot. So one moment I want to touch on there is they clearing these people and they go through to a room and it looks like an emergency room type place. It's like a doctor's office kind of, and they look like have a Clorox bottle like hanging up like by IV or whatever. They curing coronavirus in there or something. I just wanted to make that joke. But yeah, and this woman comes and she was embalmed. Like I'm like, that is a fresh looking walker, but she was embalmed or whatever. So they kill her. But anyways, they found some skunk beer. The beer is nasty, but they're talking to each other. And Dwight overhears Homegirl on the walkie-talkie, and so Al has been listening to her lover, her friend that she met in the helicopter. And so he's like, we gotta find her. You can't give up. And if we do find her, you can fly away with her. I'll find a body that's near yours. And we're going to dismantle the face. We're going to mess the face up. And you'll be able to go and I'll tell Ginny and them that you died. So that is the plan to get away. What they do, they find this area. It's like in the city, because they have big buildings and stuff. They look up. This must be where the helicopter is going to land. We got to make our way up to this rooftop. They kill somebody on the outside. Turns out their license reads Alaska. So they win the game or whatever. So they get into this place. Is in true Walking Dead fashion. Got to fight walkers. So they fight walkers, bye, killing them, whatnot, making their way up. They meet some people. And so the people kind of hold them captive. What are y'all doing here? Where are y'all trying to go? If y'all think y'all going to the rooftop and y'all going to be saved by these people, you have another thing coming. That dude that was down there, he made his way up there. They shot him and threw him off the roof. So Al is like, I need to get up here to find this lady. Even if she kills me, it's like, at least I tried. So Dwight is still like, you still gotta go. You still if you are gonna go, whatever. So they meet these people. They bring them to around them, but it looks like they sick. They have some kind of illness. They end up. Al is like, these people can't be saved. We got to go. So they take off. They take off and they make their way. They make their way up the building, and so they climbing up or whatever. They have rats all around. So it looked like the plague. And to make this episode short, they get to the top of the building. They fighting walkers or whatever. They got to crawl through rats. And that is unnerving. Like, this universe, there are walkers and all that. That would be unnerving and make you hysterical as well. But I remember, man, when I was like 23-ish or whatever, my early 20s, I worked at a solid waste plant. So, using trash and stuff. They had like somewhere where you had to like go and dig shit out. So, they had like a trash compactor, big ass trash compactor and stuff. And so you go down there. Man, there was some big ass rats. I remember, man, one kind of like, and whenever they want to go somewhere, they go. So you chilling, you might be digging something. Motherfucker run right past you. Man, I remember when that kind of ran across my feet, I almost died. So if I was filming Walking Dead or whatever, and they would make me do this and crawl through these in fear factor fashion, man, y'all fire me. Fire me. I'm not, I just had to tell that. But they crawling through these rats. They get to basically the top. But man, there are walkers everywhere. The black girl that they met earlier, she meets them, she saves them. Looks like Dwight is infected. Damn. So it's like, damn, what's gonna happen? Dwight dead too, pretty much. So Dwight, you need to go and find you some medication. You gotta go. I'm going to the roof. I gotta meet my girl or whatever. And Dwight is like, go, we gonna be fine. Blase. They finally separate. She gets to the top of the roof, and Dwight leaves a message on her recorder. And it's like, I love you. I want you to have a beer with her. And wherever you end up, I wish you good luck. And she has to make a choice at that moment. She's like, do I stay with the people who love me and who I've built a connection with? Or do I throw all that away and do I go try to be with this lady? And she makes an executive decision and she's like, I'm going to stick with the people that I've been with. Like, this is a pipe dream. And at this point, it's not really worth it. And it's going to be a compromising position because I can't really go by that woman. And she has a lot of stuff going on. We don't know these people and I'm probably going to die anyway. So she shoots a flare in the air and she's like, something 17 or whatever, don't land. And she kind of just makes it known that she is who she is. She's like, I miss your voice. Cause most humans are gone right now, whatever. But she kind of flirting on the cool. But Homegirl tells her there are beer and there is medicine in these supplies. So she looks in it, she got beer. They have the medicine that they need to cure these people. So she calls to Dwight and them on the walkie-talkie. Dwight, where you at? Q is everybody. And she tells the people, y'all don't want to go back to where we are at. But we're going to find some place better for y'all. Now, I said earlier in this episode, I said there was one of the best Fear the Walking Dead moments. One of the best Walking Dead moments. This is straight out of The Notebook. This is straight out of one of those romantic novel type movies or whatever, man. This is beautiful. This is like when Forrest Gump did his speech and then Ginny came running across the water. It is beautiful like that. But what happens? His wife ends up talking on the walkie-talkie. She's like, I seen a flare. Is everybody okay? He's like, honey? And then there's a long pause. And she hit him back. Dwight? Dog. All this time since Dwight has come back on the show, his moments with the Saviors and all that, for him to find his wife again, that's one of the most beautiful Walking Dead moments. He goes outside, man, and she's just standing in the alley. And you like, man, it's going to be too good to be true. Somebody going to shoot her. A walker going to bite her. It's going to be a figment of his imagination. You like, something wrong has to happen. But he runs up to her. And they embrace. And it's a beautiful moment. There's finally a small victory for somebody in the crew. So maybe it's brighter horizons for the group during the rest of this season. We shall see. Now the only thing we need is for Alicia's mother to come back. I think she's the one that saved I think she's the one that saved Morgan. But since we see that Dwight's wife is alive, maybe she's the one that saved Morgan. We'll see. Like, comment, subscribe, be the greatest and most hated, man. Peace out.